Charlie Berens is a comedian based in Wisconsin, our neighbor up here to the north. He's got a new book, The Midwest Survival Guide, How We Talk, Love, Work, Drink, and Eat. Everything with Ranch coming out on Tuesday. He's doing a virtual event with Anderson's Bookshop on that same day as well, too. Charlie, how you doing? How are the folks?
The folks are good. Thank you for asking. I hope you are doing good too. I hope you've been watching out for deer as this is the rut. They are running around all willy-nilly. So all's good. All's good in the land of, cheese and deep fried cheese.
And, I do want to get to cheese curds in a little bit, but first of all, let's talk about cheese just in general. I think when anyone from Illinois is coming to Wisconsin, you're making that drive up there, Mars Cheese Castle is the first place you got to stop.
They put it right there, right at the gateway,
They put it right there at the gateway. Talk a little bit about how that place became so iconic.
Well, I mean, it's a castle made out of cheese. I don't know what more you need to know about it. It was born iconic, the idea was iconic. And then it is pretty well located between, Milwaukee and Chicago. So anyone coming up for Packers games or Brewers games or whatever, you got to pass by it. If you're looking to go to the Bong recreation area, you got to pass by it for that as well, and that's a great recreation area in Wisconsin. I wasn't even just making a goofy reference there. But, whatever it is, or if you're skydiving over in Kenosha, these are all the things, and on your way is cheese, and the life and the world is better for it.
Oh, exactly. Now, speaking of cheese, let's talk about some of the other things that you're going to touch upon in this book, especially, talking about our Midwest survival guide. There's probably a lot of, couples who have had, a new boyfriend or girlfriend who maybe come visiting their family in the Midwest and might need a little couple of tips and a couple of pointers when they're coming to visit, their potential in-laws or relatives.
Yeah. And I know some while we were talking, I got this dumb little thing, this deal just sitting in the background. So I'm sitting here photobombing my own interviews. So I'm going to get that out of there just because it's creeping me out. No, but tips. I mean, look, there's a lot you got to know. If you are coming to the Midwest for the first time, we've got you covered. And I apologize if this wasn't the exact question because I was creeped out by myself looking at me. But you said if you're coming to the Midwest for the first time, what are some tips? Was that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, first and foremost, you got to dress in layers. And this is the layered time of year, okay? Because it could go from, right now it's sleeting. Earlier today, it wasn't sleeting. In fact, it was a little bit warm. 4 days ago, it was 65 degrees and sunny. So it's all about the layers. You want to be able to, add and lose as you go. You do also have to be watching out for deer, as I mentioned earlier in the interview this time of year, because it is the rut. They're hornier than heck. They are running around all willy-nilly trying to, procreate, and we are getting in their way in the form of a Corolla. So, you gotta, or a Chevy or whatever it is. So you do have to watch out for them. But if you do hit one, that's why you have a buck knife in your glove box, right next to your brat holder. And the reason is if you've already tenderized the meat, you take that home, put it in your freezer. Okay, that's the most environmental way to eat. Very low carbon impact after like I said, the Chevy impact. So there you go.
And all those things you keep in your car, great stocking stuffers for the holidays, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. All fits into the book itself. Good stocking stuffer. A little buck knife, great stocking stuffer. So
let's talk a little bit about some drinks. Soda versus pop. I mean, I've been saying pop my whole life. You got to order pop. But what do you think when people say soda? How do you deal with those?
Sure. People? I grew up saying soda myself, but my grandpa always said pop. So I just thought that was the cooler way to do it. However, this is one of the great Midwest arguments, and there are many. Casserole versus hot dish is another. But the soda versus pop tobacco, if you want to steer clear of all of it, if you don't want to be hated by the pop side or the soda side, just order a soda pop and they'll both hate you. And so that's fun.
Now let's talk a little bit about craft beer. I know when I have my friends who either go up to Wisconsin and, come back here, or we go up there, New Glarus is the first spot that we always make sure to get some because you can't get it here in the Chicagoland area. Is there any beer from the Chicagoland area that is always a welcome gift to Wisconsiners?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know there are a lot of really good craft beers down there. I know that for a fact because I've drank a lot of them. The problem with me and drinking craft beer is the alcohol percentages, and they're so big on those beers. It's such a high alcohol volume that I forget what in the hell I drank. So, that's a testament to how good the beer is. I can't remember what it was. So there you go.
Oh, exactly. I mean, sometimes you order, a $6 pint and it comes like this, and sometimes you order another beer and you get about this much, and you're like, this is a one and done.
Yeah, no, you have no idea, but they're good. So sometimes it's not a one done. Sometimes it's a couple, 2, 3, and more. So it's their problem for making them too good and too boozy.
Let's talk a little bit about the recipes. You got some recipes in the book. There's some drink food recipes. There's also one fish fry French toast, which intrigued me. Where did this recipe come from?
Oh, fish fried French toast. Well, if you've ever woken up, on the wrong side of a rock, you look up and you see you got fish fries either at well, typically it's not at the campsite, because if you're frying fish and you leave some out overnight, you're sleeping with the raccoons or the bears, so you don't want to do that. But, if you wake up and you roll over to the fridge and if you have leftover brats, you put them in your eggs. But if you got leftover fish fry, well, now you're cooking with gas, okay? And you got some extra rye bread from, the fish fry left over, and you just make French toast with that. You add in some of the fish as well. And also it's the breading, you're breading for French toast. You got some stuff that you dip the deal in a little bit, like that little batter mix deal. So you put a little short lunch in there, and that's when the magic really starts to happen.
What are some of the other recipes that you have in the book?
Oh, we got brandy old fashions. We got Bloody Marys. There's Watergate salad. There's 3 ways. Leroy Butler, Lambeau Leap, famous Packer. He put a recipe in there for Parmesan chicken. Chef Yia Vang he's an amazing Hmong chef up there in the Twin Cities. He's got a great ramen recipe in there. And, that was the nice thing, is we got to, get all these amazing culinary geniuses in there. Because I'm not a culinary genius. I just copied the culinary genius of, say, my grandpa, my nana, my grandma, my mom, my dad. I just copied a lot of family recipes, put them in there. And then I reached out to all these other folks who are actually good at what they do.
In the Chicagoland area, one of the stations has already started playing the holiday music. If you're coming to the Midwest, maybe next week for Thanksgiving, should you be prepared to be in full holiday mode?
Yeah, no one's wasting time. I don't think anywhere in the country anymore. Used to be we wait till after Thanksgiving. Now it's like, oh, sorry, that was a brandy burp. Excuse me for that. Careful with them old fashions before noon, ladies and gentlemen. It used to be we waited for Thanksgiving. Now it's, as soon as Halloween's over, we're starting the celebrations. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people are very opposed to it, but either the nice thing is that you have no choice about it either way. What are you going to do? You got Santas in the mall. What are you going to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Raise a glass, have a good time, and enjoy the spirit. And I think if we're on the East Coast or West Coast, I would say, Charlie, thank you for your time. Check out the book, comes out on Tuesday, Anderson's Bookshop. But we're in the Midwest. We don't just say a goodbye and it takes 10 seconds. Tell us a little bit about this Midwest goodbye.
No, what do you mean you're not leaving? No, do you need another beer? Let's get you another beer, honestly. And while I got you here, you want to come out to my garage and take a look at my snowblower? I just got this new snowblower. Now I got it with a coupon. Okay, I'll tell you that much. All right. And so no, you can't go there. Now, can I interest you in the leftovers or no? Would you like them?
I would like some leftovers. And how's your cousin doing?
Yeah, my cousin's doing good. Yeah, he had that weird thing with the cartel, but that's pretty much cleared up. And so the problem's taken care of. Hang on, my dad was calling. How's your cousin doing, by the way? Larry, right? That was his name, Larry?
Yeah, Larry's doing good. He's supposed to be here in about 10 minutes, so.
Is he? You don't say 10 minutes. Okay, well, listen, you got to tell him that I says hi. Okay.
All right, I will definitely do that. I'm going to let you get back. I'm going to go check on Larry. Charlie Berens, Tuesday, the book comes out, Midwest Survival Guide, and Anderson's Bookshop is where you can go ahead and get that virtual event and get those tickets there and a signed copy of the book as well. Thank you so much for your time today, Charlie. This is awesome.
Thank you. Watch out for deer. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.